All right, welcome viewers to Game 3 of the Senior Girls Single A Southwest Regionals here in the David McMullen Gymnasium in Harvey Station. You're tuning in to the home squad's first game of this tournament. The Harvey High School Lakers, the #1 seed in the South, a perfect 10-0 in the regular season. They are taking on the Fredericton Christian Academy Eagles, who played a tough comeback game last night against the Grand Manan Breakers to advance to this game too. A trip to sectionals is on the line. The winner here will clinch their ticket. They won't know which sectionals, but they're going to A sectionals, and they'll be playing at 6 for seeding. The loser will still have a chance, or the non-winner, depending on what official terminology we're using. But if the team that loses this game will still have a chance to go to sectionals, but they will play a do-or-die game at 4 p.m. So peace of mind, top seeding, potential for home court advantage, a lot on the line here in Game 3.
Yeah, for sure, and we're going to be seeing FCA, who had a win over the Breakers last night. It was a pretty close game, and they kind of came out of nowhere as they lost by 13 in their previous game against the Breakers, and then came in to win that one. Riley Merchant going to start off by putting 2 points up for the Lakers.
Love to see that strong start from the Lakers, as here they go.
See McAloon passing Elzayat. Nice disrupt by Riley Merchant. She's going to get possession here. Going to pass in, going to find McElwain. Going to shoot a few shots. No good. Bernard's going to try to get in there for the rebound. Going to have to pass out of the three-point line. Going to find a Merchant. Merchant to McFadgen. McFadgen for 3. That's going to bounce off. It's no good. Rebounded. Elzayat's going to get possession there for FCA. Yep. Bring up on the right side. Looking to pass.
Nice steal by DeMerchant, starting the rush again for the Lakers. They play a very strong defense.
Maddie Fraser-Cole for 3. That's going to bounce right outside the rim. Rebounded by McGugan. Passing up, going to find the hands of McAloon. McAloon trying to break this Lakers defense. Going to pass into Sturgeon. Sturgeon into the three-point line to Elzayat. Rebounded, Maddie Fraser-Cole bring up on the right wing. Going to pass up, find McElwain. McElwain going to bounce pass to George Bernard. Going to find Adam McFadgen on the three-point line. Fire pass to Fraser-Cole. Fraser-Cole is going to pass up to DeMerchant, who's ready for a three-point attempt. That's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, good high-paced start to this game as Lakers taking control of the attack. FCA did get a couple looks there, but Lakers definitely in the driver's seat here, as they should be. They're the top seed, so it would be an upset if FCA were to win. These two teams did play at the very beginning of the season. FCA was invited to the Lakers tip-off tournament. Lakers won pretty handily. We don't have the exact score on hand right now, but we'll pull that up for you at halftime. However, there's been a lot of basketball played since then. FCA showed that they were a pretty resilient team last night with that comeback win over the Breakers, so let's see how they respond here.
McAloon bringing the ball up. Still trying to get to that Lakers defense. Going to pass out to the three-point line. That's Dobson. Nice drive in there by McAloon. Going to pass out. Going to find the hands of McFarland. Fraser-Cole on that rebound. Going to find a Merchant. McFadgen out the ball on the right side in the paint. And she will draw the foul.
McFadgen gets a little shoulder contact going in, and don't think the defender's legs were set. Sounds like that's going against Nele McAloon. Grade 10 student, but she was the leading scorer for FCA last night. She had 15 points.
First one for Emma is good. She'll go 1 for 2 from the line, but DeMerchant with a quick rebound may be able to change that. It's no good. Bernard with the rebound, going to pass it to the three-point line. McElwain will get her hands on it, making her way into the paint, and she will put 2 up.
Great work by McElwain getting in there, and now the Lakers defense really swarming. Forcing that miscue out of bounds, and we're going to see a substitution as Nikki Kengne is going to check into the game. Lauren Sturgeon will take a break. Both strong players under the net for FCA.
McGugan passing in here. Going to find the likes of McFarland. And I'm not sure. I think may have been a foul call there or something.
I don't think it's a foul. I think it was just an infraction, maybe a double dribble or kind of a carryover with the dribbling. But
we will see the Lakers with possession here. McElwain can find Bernard. Bernard to McFadgen. Back to McElwain under the net. That shot's no good, but Bernard's going to look for that rebound. It will go out of bounds.
Really smart play there by Georgia Bernard as she was fighting for that rebound, but she let it go out. Really veteran move from the grade 11 player. One of the strongest Lakers under the net for sure, wearing number 5 in gold.
So we'll give Fraser Cole possession. Going to pass to Anna, back to Fraser Cole. She's going to try to put up 3, and it's in.
That goes in clean and is a huge part of the Lakers game as we have a foul called here. Push under the net. Looks like number 10. No, can't be. There's no number 10 for either side on the court. Let's see what goes up. It's number 4. No, that's still the old McAlew. Oh, looks like McElwain. It's number 11 for the Lakers. Didn't see the infraction, but the referees did, so that'll go on the board. Yep, accidental buzzer there.
The play will continue here with McAlew bringing it up. Going to position herself on the three-point line. Going to drive it on the right side. Going to pass to Elsiat. She's looking for an opening. We'll find it. Nice pass in there to Hansen. Shot attempts up, but to Merchant on that rebound. Bringing it up quickly on the right wing. Going to look to drive right in. That's no good, but rebound by McElwain. McElwain will try to shoot up 2 of her own. But that would be rebounded by Elsiat. She'll try to pass into the center. Kenya will get her hands on it. McAlew now.
Nice defensive play from Riley DeMerchant, another grade 11 player who tipped that pass away. Looking inside for Alyssa Hansen, there's a few grade 9 contributors on this FCA squad. Hansen, Dobson, McGuigan, McFarlane, and Kangne as well in grade 9. They all see significant court time. Coach Mo Perez really rolling his bench here, as we've seen a few substitutions already and some players come out and back in. As Lakers starting with their, kind of keeping with their strong starting 5.
Sturgeon with the possession here. And Riley DeMerchant will get her hands in there and be able to tip it off. And it looks like Maeve even got possession off that play.
Yeah, really nice disruption, but I guess Sturgeon must have kind of feathered the ball as it was going out.
And a nice pass into Bernard.
Love to see it, Georgia Bernard all alone. So that means all 5 Lakers starters have recorded a point so far, not even halfway through the first quarter. Great start for Coach Tracy Messer's squad.
Dobson bringing the ball up. And pass to Elzayat, and that pass attempt in there will be disrupted by a Laker, but possession will stay on the Eagles side. Sturgeon looking to pass in here. I got a spread out Eagles lineup. And that pass will be no good.
That was some nice footwork by Alyssa Hansen to try to get open. There was a really tight window to make that pass. She almost had it and got in good shooting position, but just kind of dribbled out of reach.
Riley DeMerchant bringing the ball up. Going to find Maddie Fraser-Cole on the left wing. She's going to try to drive in for 2. That'll be rebounded by FCA. But that pass will be no good.
And nice move there by Maddie Fraser-Cole in the corner as she got the ball. Shooting that 3 earlier in the game makes sure so that the FCA has to respect her when she's on that 3-point line to make that shot. So when she makes a fake like that, they have to make sure they're reacting to it.
Speaking of threes from Fraser-Cole, there's another one. Six points, both from threes. Sturgeon will start the playoff for FCA here, looking to put some points on the board for themselves. Elzayat, McElwain getting her hands on the ball, but Elzayat will keep a hold in. Nice pass in there to McGugan. That will be disrupted. McElwain with the ball. Going to pass over Elzayat to McFadgen. She'll get her hands on it in the corner. Looking to pass. Going to bring it up on the 3-point line. Going to find Maddie Fraser-Cole to DeMerchant. DeMerchant for 3. She's good.
And I believe we're going to get a timeout called here by FCA as down 16-0 here in the early going. Good time for Coach Moses Paris to kind of calm the girls down, get a game plan going, and make sure things don't get even more out of hand. And while we're up here, we'll thank the folks working to make the game possible. Did not catch the referees' names. We'll try to get that for you for the second game. I imagine they'll ref 2 this afternoon, as at 12 we have the other kind of semifinal matchup. Southern Victoria will be taking on Campobello. Also like to thank Violet McDonald, Emmy McMullen, and Ella Durrett, who are working the Don Fletcher minor officiating booth, as well as up here in the booth. Tony Kramer is on camera, and Austin Jameson's got double duty. He's keeping an eye on the scoreboard, but also working the console, making some transitions with scenes as necessary. Eagles hustling out of the timeout here. Let's see if this can change up their attack. Lakers look like they're still doing a full press on some kind of mark defense here.
Sturgeon with possession here.
Should mention Holly Henry wearing number 6. She's been the 6th girl in for this Lakers all season long. Grade 9 player, but still 1 year of senior ball experience. She played last year as a grade 8. Which is pretty impressive, and she's on the court now for the Lakers as Maddie Fraser-Cole grabs a breather.
All right, Merchant bringing the ball up. We're going to find McElwain. McElwain going to pass into Bernard. Bernard for 2. It's going to be no good, though. Rebound by El Zayat. FCA has possession. Merchant with a quick steal there on a missed pass by El Zayat. Going to pass that to McFadden. She's going to attempt 3. That's going to hit the backboard, but a quick rebound by McElwain will put 2 points up on the board.
Nice work by McElwain on that rebound. She's not the tallest player on the court, but she is tenacious on the ball, especially under the net.
McElwain on the left wing now with the ball. She's going to drive right in between. No good, though. Merchant on the rebound. Going to find McElwain all alone. That's going to be no good. She will get her own rebound, though.
Ooh.
Will be grabbed by the...
Dangerous pass picked off there.
Hugan now with the ball in the paint, going to pass it to the three-point line. Sturgeon will put up the first few points for the Eagles.
And that'll get the Eagles on the board. Sturgeon with 10 points last night in their 56-51 win over Grand Manan. They're going to want to get her going if they want a chance at coming back in this game.
Another quick 2 points by the Lakers there. McElwain passing in, going to find Sturgeon. Sturgeon with a shot attempt. That will go out of bounds.
I should mention Sturgeon, one of the oldest members of this team. Actually, no grade 12s on the FCA roster, but Sturgeon, one of 3 grade 11 students, as well as Ella Drost and Haley Hansen. So very young FCA squad. Good for them for making it this far. Up against definitely a more experienced Lakers squad.
Nice shot attempt up there, and that'll be 2 more points by the hands of McGugan for your Eagles.
And McGuigan, one of those grade 9 contributors we were talking about for FCA. They're setting themselves up to be a force to be reckoned with over the next couple years as some of these grade 9s get important experience here against a more veteran squad. And speaking of veterans, Aaliyah Nestruck is also on the court for the Lakers. She's one of 2 grade 12 players, and Delaney McElwain, the other senior, is the one she replaced.
Holly Henry. They know it can drive in, but it will lose possession there. McElwain now. Only Emma McFadden on her, but it will be enough to stop that layup. Passing up to Holly Henry now. Lakers with possession.
Nice work by McGuigan getting hands in there as Riley DeMerchant was all alone beside the net.
McElwain with possession. And find Sturgeon. That will be disrupted by Nestruck.
Great steal by Aaliyah Nestruck. Just in the right position, reached out to get a hold of that pass and has a quick setup in the offensive zone now.
McFadden going to find a Merchant. The Merchant has no defenders on her. And that will result in 3 points. She'll break double digits.
That's 4 3-pointers for the Lakers so far. 2 each coming off the hands of DeMerchant and Fraser-Cole, who looks ready to go back in.
McElwain with possession here. Gonna look to pass in. We'll find Sturgeon. And that's 2 points up from her.
Nice fight by Sturgeon under the net to drive in, get herself in better position.
Nestruck with the ball. Going to find Emma McFadgen. And she'll try to shoot for three. It's no good, but rebounded by Bernard, and she'll pass out to Nestruck. Nestruck will try to pass it to Merchant, but it will be disrupted by El Zayat. Possession for FCA. McAloon going to pass into McGugan. McGugan going to try to shoot, but Bernard is a little bit too tall for that one, and will stop it right in its tracks.
A couple of substitutions here, as looks like McNaughton and Kegney are jumping in for FCA. For the Lakers, it's McElwain and Fraser Cole checking back in, and looks like another last-minute sub as Cadence McMillan will replace Georgia Bernard as kind of the Lakers' go-to girl under the net.
Kenyay with the ball here, going to pass off. Mickett's hands to McFarland. That pass to Sturgeon's no good though, and will roll out of bounds. Trying to play off here, McAloon. In the way of the paint, only a few seconds left, but will be able to touch rim. And great job by Kenyay there on the rebound.
Awesome second effort from Nikki Kegney. Yet another grade 9 contributor on this FCA squad. She had 6 points last night, but was a force to be reckoned with under the net.
McAloon once again looking to drive in. Will pass off to Sturgeon. Beautiful play there.
Really nice pass by McAloon to get that assist. She's a pretty shifty player. She can move the ball very well, and fairly small too, so can kind of get through some of these tighter corners that other girls may not be able to, but she really found her lane well, opened up some space, and passed to her teammate who was left unguarded.
Nice disruption by Maddie Fraser-Cole there. Still will be Eagles ball. 18 seconds left on the clock. Sturgeon thrown in here. We'll try to pass to McAloon, but it will roll out of bounds off her feet, giving Lakers possession.
Yeah, really nice work there by Fraser-Cole, kind of trapping the defender at the sideline. She had nowhere to go.
The Merchant, fresh off the bench, sees an opportunity and takes it.
DeMerchant going straight in, unimpeded. She's at 12 points already as we are in the final minute of play in the first quarter. Great game at one of the most important times for the Lakers.
McElwain going to get that steal. Pass it to DeMerchant. Going to find Cadence. Cadence will lose possession there. McAloon now with the ball. They make a way into the paint. It's no good though. Rebounded by DeMerchant. Merchant will pass up, find Fraser-Cole. Fraser-Cole looking to get in and pass it to three-point line to McElwain. McElwain three-point attempt. That's no good. Cadence fighting for the rebound. We'll be able to get it up to Holly Henry. To DeMerchant. Back to McElwain for another three attempt. That one will also be no good. DeMerchant this time. Pass back to McElwain. McElwain for two. That one's going to hit the backboard. McElwain once again on the rebound. And that time it'll be good. Just in the nick of time.
Buzzer beater for McElwain, but just want to highlight the great team discipline there on that offensive chance as McElwain and DeMerchant kind of stayed outside the circle as the ball was bouncing around and rebounding. Other less disciplined teams might be inclined to kind of rush in and play, but they stayed out, and that meant when the ball squirted out to Holly Henry, she actually did have someone unguarded out there to pass to at the perimeter. That let the Lakers move the ball around and still maintain possession and finally get those points at the end of that quarter. So after one, your score is 27-11 in favor of the Lakers. Firmly in command, but it is playoff ball. Anything can happen. So I don't expect to see Tracy Messer's squad take their foot off the gas anytime soon.
I would like to take this time to shout out our sponsors, Scott Pierce at RE/MAX East Coast Elite Realty and the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs. Thanks to our sponsors, we've been able to set up some new camera angles, such as you may have been seeing these net cameras mostly last night. We're trying to get them implemented here in this stream too, but we're a little understaffed. I think you've probably seen a few of those angles though. And I just want to say thank you once again. If you want to become a sponsor, everything that you need to know is in the description there. And thank you.
And fans of the green and gold, some of our viewers will be interested in the senior boys game that is going on right now in John Caldwell up in Grand Falls. And it looks like they're playing a close, can't tell, it looks like it's still the first quarter. Lakers down 16-19, but it looks like they've got 5 fouls already here in the first quarter, so that might be something that they're watching out for. They're in a timeout right now with 3:39 left to play, but that game, similar stakes to this one. Winner will punch their ticket to sectionals. The loser will still have a chance to go, but they'll have to play a do-or-die game at 4 p.m. So we'll try to keep you updated. Big thanks to, not sure if it's Lori or Darren McElwain who is streaming that game from Grand Falls, but we'll keep an eye on that and keep the Lakers faithful updated here as we watch the girls.
Trying to play off there. Beautiful back and forth, but it will be FCA to get away with it. Dobson just absolutely getting attacked by the Lakers.
Really nice pinch there from McElwain and Fraser Cole, who kind of caught Dobson between them. And that's something we saw Grand Manan was not able to do, was stop Dobson from moving around with the ball. But the Lakers, a really good team effort there to pinch in and get her stuck.
Nice pass from under the net to Maddie Fraser Cole from the Merchant. She'll get her own rebound. The Merchant out the ball on the right wing. Some sort of foul will be called there.
I think that's going to be against El Zayat, but let's wait for the official call here. And based on the cheering for Bella, I will guess, yep, that is indeed number 11, Isabella El Zayat, guilty of that infraction.
Shot attempt up there by the Merchant, fighting for the rebound.
Jump ball there between Kegney and Fraser Cole, but looks like it's the Eagles' turn.
Sturgeon passing to Dobson. Back to Sturgeon. Lakers trying to do what they just did to Dobson, but with Sturgeon this time, but she's fine. Gonna pass to Kenyay. Back to Sturgeon. Sturgeon for a far three-pointer. It's gonna come up a little short. I think that would have gone in if she was actually on the three-point line.
It could have been, yeah. She took that from way out. And we've seen some girls like that, kind of like that really long-range three-point shot, and sometimes it works, but sometimes it just doesn't have the mustard.
McElwain getting in for two.
McElwain not fooling around with any distance there. She goes right to the net to put up those sure 2 points.
Dobson on the right, going faster than before, making sure not to get caught on the Lakers. We'll pass in. That shot attempt's no good. Ooh. Fighting for the rebound.
McElwain and Kegney go down hard, and nice to see them checking, making sure each other are okay. So I think we'll get a substitution here. Yep, Claire McGuigan's going to check in, and Nikki Kegney will grab a break. So yeah, Coach Perez has not been afraid to roll deep into his bench. Lots of substitutions for the Eagles as they keep fresh. And they did play a game last night and really kind of leaned on the starters last night, I think. So that might be just a good team management factor. Well, either way, both teams are playing the game later today. So you got to make sure you still have something left in the tank.
Passing to Bernard out to the three-point line. Emma McFadgen for a three-point attempt. That's no good. Rebound attempted.
Nice work by Bernard, dusting it with Jana McGuigan, and just noticing both McGuigans here are listed in grade 9, number 5 and number 7, so might have a couple of twins, couple of cousins, who knows, or just 2 people with the same last name.
McElwain gonna try to shoot 3 there. And it will be Sturgeon making it out of there with the ball for FCA. Gonna find Dobson. Dobson moving quickly up the court.
Really nice defense there by the Lakers, denying the zone entry for 8 seconds. And it's something the Lakers do really well. We've got a timeout called, believe this is going to be FCA's timeout, but let's wait for the official call. It is indeed FCA's timeout.
That's both their timeouts for this half, but I find that they're a little liberal with their timeouts.
Yeah, we've definitely had moments where we've thought teams have been out of timeouts, but instead they just
kept on bringing
keep
them
calling
out.
them. Yep. I mean, generally it's you get players' arrest. It's not, I wouldn't say, a major issue if you're using too many timeouts. Unless you're doing it to kind of like ice the shooter. I wouldn't worry too much, and we'll take this opportunity to give you another score update with 1 minute 14 left in the first quarter. Up in Grand Falls, the Golden Knights are starting to pull away. They lead 26-18 against the Harvey Lakers now. John Caldwell is the number 1 seed in the West for the boys, so Lakers are the underdog here. They battled John Caldwell back and forth this season.
And based on my prediction, they may have to face the Golden Knights not in Harbor Station, but rather in the sectionals. Our Lakers squad, which could result in early season for them, or could result in a win over John Caldwell in sectionals, giving them a little bit of an easier Harbor Station. So that sectionals game is going to be a close one.
Without a doubt.
Fraser Cole with possession here. Going to pass out to M. McFadgen. Back to the Merchant. Merchant will find McElwain. And there's 2 points up.
Nice work up close by McElwain, and she's up to double digits on the morning, rather. We don't usually have morning games, but it is indeed still before noon.
Beautiful pass there.
Oh!
Pretty much from...
Still got that through. I think Sturgeon actually did get hands on that. It sounded like she contacted the ball as it was leaving McElwain's hand, but it still went in. Testament to the strength of the shot from that grade 12 player and defending NBIAA All-Star in Delaney McElwain.
The Merchant will put 2 more points up as the Lakers kind of start to take this game. That was 6 points, I want to say, in a very short span of time.
Yep. Lakers have come out hot here to start the second quarter. They're up 6-0 so far in this quarter. And a 22-point lead overall.
Sturgeon bringing the ball up. Going to find Dobson. And a whistle blown will stop play there.
Didn't see the signal. Oh no, that is a foul. Looks like it'll be 15 on the Golden Knights. That is Nikki Kegney, the guilty party.
Well, I don't see any Golden Knights out there, but I think the Eagles.
The Eagles. Yeah, you're right. Mixing up the teams here. Now hold up. No, check that. That was a previous foul. It is number 5, Claire McGuigan. So we must have missed one earlier. Kegney with a foul already, and this time it was Claire McGuigan. And I guess we're going to have to be careful because there are 2 McGuigans playing for FCA. And you're right, they are the Eagles. Good catch, thank you.
All good. Holly Henry going to pass over to McElwain. McElwain in the paint, going to just slam the ball right down. We'll go with FCA. The Eagles looking to make something happen here. Passing around, but it will be the Lakers who receive that one. And the Merchant on a little bit of a fast break here. We'll put up 2.
Great speed from Riley DeMerchant. Started that off in a 3-horse race. Pulled even with a couple of defenders, but controlled the ball well to speed ahead. Got herself a clean shot and an easy 2 points for the Lakers.
RSEI going to pass across to Alexa McFarland.
Okay, 3.5 minutes into this second quarter. Still waiting for the first points from FCA. Lakers playing an exceptionally strong defense. They've denied some zone entries as Holly Henry knocking that ball away. Great play by the grade 9 veteran to create a turnover in the offensive zone.
McElwain throwing in right close to the net of FCA. Going to find DeMerchant. DeMerchant going to pass into Bernard. Bernard will put up 2. Beautiful see by DeMerchant there. And great job by Bernard to turn that into 2 points. A quick steal result. And a foul drawn by McElwain.
Yeah, and that will be the 4th foul for the Golden Knights here in this second quarter. Not even halfway through yet, so this is something that Coach Moses Perez's squad's going to have to watch out for.
I think you've been watching a little bit too much of the senior boys game. That would be the Eagles again.
Oh, sorry. Yep, my bad. Thanks.
McElwain will make her first shot. Last night's game, I almost started calling the score for the game on the on
and
the
Golden Knights were here earlier as the senior girls from John Caldwell were the number 3 seed in the West. They were eliminated last night by the Campobello Vikings, which sets up our second game here this morning. Southern Victoria against Campobello. A couple of Viking squads.
Now here's the Eagles. Sturgeon trying to make something happen here. Going to make her way into the paint. Beautiful drive in there. And she'll come back in for her own rebound with the help of Hansen. She's looking to pass in. We'll find Kenye.
And foul there. I believe that's going to be number 7, Molly Grieve. Called, yep, indeed, gold 7. So that's Molly Grieve's first foul. First foul for the Lakers this quarter. And you're right, Sturgeon didn't score on that drive, but it was set up really nicely by Kenye and Alyssa Hansen, who kind of boxed both defenders. They almost created a little lane for her, clearing it out, and allowed Sturgeon to get in there and almost score, maintain this possession, which led, of course, to the foul, and Kenye going to the line.
She'll go 1 for 2. Holly Henry going to pass, going to find McElwain. McElwain going to break both defenders, but it'll be no good. But Bernard there for the rebound and the 2 points.
Great hustle by Bernard, coming in there for the rebound.
Sturgeon will find Elzayat. Elzayat looking to pass. We'll find Hansen, but possession will be lost. But it looks like they will keep it, actually.
Yeah, must have gone off Delaney McElwain, who was on defense there. She's calling out the defense there, helping some of these rookie players, or younger players rather, find their positions on the court.
Nice pass all the way over.
Ooh.
Almost an over and back, but Dobson will get her hands on it. Looking to drive in, gonna shoot. That's gonna hit the rim.
And it will go in. Nice work by Dobson. A great pick set there by Alyssa Hansen, stopping Holly Henry on defense and allowed her to take that good shot.
Nice. Fraser Cole will put 2 more points up and try to.
Think she came in with a little too much momentum there from the back, and we'll wait for it to go up. But yep, it is indeed Maddie Fraser Cole's first foul of the game, second of the quarter for the Lakers.
That time, that will not be a foul, but a clean steal there on the left wing. Pass up, but a nice steal from Sturgeon there will end that play quickly. FCA has a chance here to put some points up. Nice pass all the way through almost every single player on the court to Kenye. But after some passes back and forth, it will go out of bounds.
Yeah, bounce pass there, just not quite the right angles. We're going to get Haley Hansen checking into the game. She's listed in grade 11. We also have number 1, Alyssa Hansen, listed in grade 9. So could be another family connection for these FCA Eagles, as they have a pretty long bench. I count 8 players down there on the bench right now, which makes 13 in total.
Fraser Cole driving in. We'll put 2 points up. Sturgeon on the left wing. Going to find Dobson. Dobson going all the way around. Going to find Elzayat. 13 seconds left on the clock. Pass been to McGugan. That being Claire McGugan. Driving all the way around. Elzayat going to try to pass, but it will be McElwain who gets her hands on it.
Pass just out of reach for Holly Henry there. She did get hands on it, but it was coming in pretty strong, and she's going to grab a breather as Aaliyah Nestoruk will check into the game. So we see coaches Messer, Barrio, and McLean for the Lakers starting to roll some of the subs in, and I think that's a pretty smart call with these girls playing another game for sure. Both teams will have another game. Just depends on what the stakes are, and that'll be important to manage your bench wisely, manage fatigue, and make sure everyone's still ready to go at 4 or 6 p.m. So Bernard gets another one there.
A little bit of a tumble there. Yep. Sturgeon.
Yeah. Lakers up this quarter 24-3, as they've really done a great job stifling this Eagle attack.
McElwain passing in. We'll find Bernard to Nestruck. Back to McElwain. Fraser Cole.
There you go. I was just going to comment that the Lakers hadn't really gotten their three-point shoot going this second quarter, rather, but doing a nice job there is Fraser Cole. It looks like we're getting ready for a full lineup swap for the Lakers.
Shot attempt up there by...
And that's Jana McGuigan wearing number 7 on that attempt. Claire McGuigan wearing number 5 also out there for the Eagles. A couple of McGuigans and no, only one Hansen, so not both sets of relatives.
Nice steal by the Merchant. And McFadgen on the right side. Gonna try to pass, but nice steal by McGuigan. Claire gonna get her hands on it. Gonna pass up. Gonna find the likes of McNaughton. She looks to put up 2. Now roll around the rim and decide to go in the hands of Holly Henry. And McFadgen now gonna try to pass to Cadence, but a little bit too much power on that one. It will be out of bounds.
Yeah, it's a fairly young lineup out there right now for the Lakers. 3 of their 4 grade 9 players on the court in Holly Henry, Addison McIntosh Dyke, and Cadence McMillan. Emma McFadgen, the lone grade 10 on the squad, also out there, along with the veteran presence of Riley DeMerchant.
McGuigan gonna pass. Gonna find Haley Hansen. 3-point attempt up by Sturgeon. Will be Holly Henry on the rebound. Gonna pass to Emma McFadgen. McFadgen bringing up on the right side. Looking to pass. Gonna go all the way over to Addie. She'll shoot up. Rebounded by DeMerchant. Back to Emma. Emma will put up 2.
Really smart play by DeMerchant there, making that pass. She had a contested shot lane open, but then looked over and saw Emma McFadgen kind of just right next to her with an open lane. Makes that pass, and McFadgen makes that shot.
Sturgeon gonna pass. Gonna find McGuigan. Gonna pass right into Claire McGuigan. And she'll be fighting under the net to try to put 2 points up, but it will result in DeMerchant getting her hands on it. Up to Holly Henry. And Holly Henry puts some points on the board.
Nice work by Henry. She's the 6th Laker player to score, and the first non-starter, as I think the Lakers coaches are just going to roll 2 kind of 5-girl units right now as we get ready for another full lineup swap. Coach Perez making more minor adjustments, 1 or 2 at a time. Looks like number 10, Olivia Young, is checking into the game, and not sure who else has come on. Maybe it's just 1. But for the Lakers, it's Nestruck, Bernard, Grieve, Fraser Cole, and McElwain.
Fraser Cole starting off here. We'll find Nestruck. Nestruck to McElwain. McElwain all the way over to Fraser Cole. Pass attempted to Bernard, but it'll be the other number 5. Claire McGuigan getting the ball. Dobson on the left side bringing it up now. Going to pass back to the likes of Young. Young going to find Jana McGuigan. Up to McNaughton. Up to McGuigan. Claire.
Nice work by Claire McGuigan going in there to get those points. And Georgia Bernard with the response right away. Here's Dobson moving around. Dobson has McNaughton. And Molly Grieve gets that ball. Over to Delaney McElwain. McElwain finds Nestruck. Nestruck over in the corner to Fraser Cole. Gets it to Grieve. Back to Fraser Cole. Fraser Cole with the 3-point attempt. And that will bounce just out as Georgia Bernard tries to get away, but guilty of a travel there. And here's McGuigan over to Dobson. Dobson now brings the ball over. Nice little spin move to evade the defenders. Saw a lot of that last night against Graham Manan. Nice to see her getting it going here. The Eagles are going to need that if they want to come back in this game as Fraser Cole goes up. And the referee's hand does as well. I think that's Olivia Young guilty of that infraction, but we'll wait for it to go up on the board. No. Fraser Cole here at the line. First shot from Fraser Cole is good. And second shot now from Fraser Cole. She goes up. That bounces out. But she still has possession now seconds to go here in the first half as McElwain fighting for it with Young. McElwain still gets it over to Fraser Cole for a buzzer-beating shot, and it's no good. And so after one half of play, the score is 61 for the Lakers, 16 for FCA. We'll take a break here at halftime, and we'll come back in about 8 minutes.
All right, folks, we're almost about to get into the second half of this game, and I'd like to take this time to thank our sponsors once again. Scott Pierce at RE/MAX East Coast Elite Realty in the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience, and as I was saying earlier, these camera angles, these graphics that you've probably been seeing here, all thanks to them. The budget really helps and makes people, makes what we do a little bit more serious, and I think that gives people an extra level of encouragement.
Yeah, we'll also did a bit of digging through the season records during halftime, and these two teams have actually played twice. They must have met at a tournament as well. At the beginning of the year, it was the Lakers prevailing 99-37 at their tip-off tournament all the way back on November 11th. And sometime in between them, they met again, and it was the Lakers again with a score of 78-37.
We can definitely see some improvement by FCA, though.
Yeah, we'll see. They're on pace for 32, but we'll see how things go here in the second half. They have improved as a team, but the Lakers have as well. Very strong squad, especially, or even though they're playing kind of all the way through their lineup there in the second quarter, as they're kind of going equal playing time for everyone, 2 5-girl units. But
I would like to say we did see FCA shine in the second half last night, where they were down,
yes.
I'm pretty sure, going in, and they were able to prevail through a pretty fierce, intense, and high-tension game.
They did. They had a good comeback win against Grand Manan. The gap is a little bit higher today, so we'll see what they're able to do. They do have the ball here in the first possession, which is a good starting point.
And they'll keep their hands on it barely. Get a quick slide out of bounds there with the ball going. Will result in the Lakers getting possession here. Maddie Fraser-Cole thrown in. Going to find the hands of the Merchant. The Merchant starting off the play, like usual. Going to see a fire pass to McFadgen. Back to the Merchant.
Oh.
But a quick steal there by McAloon.
Really nice work by McAloon, and after starting the other two quarters slow, it's FCA who strikes first here. Just noticing Coach Moses Perez isn't on the bench.
2 more points there. I didn't catch it, but I think it was Bernard based on the type of play it was. Nice shot up there. And FCA coming out swinging.
Yeah, you love to see that for sure if you're a fan of the Eagles, and I imagine we have a few tuning in and a few here in the stands as well, as Fredericton only about 40 minutes up the road. As Georgia Bernard is sent to the line. Looks like it's the second foul on Claire McGuigan, wearing number 5.
Georgia's first shot is up. Will be a little short. That one decided to go in after a little bit of bouncing around.
Yeah, it teased us for a bit, but it is good.
Dobson with possession here, and the Merchant going to disrupt. Be able to get her hands on the ball, giving possession to the Lakers. Fraser coming up from the right side. Going to find McFadgen to Bernard.
Oh.
Bernard with a 2-point attempt there.
I don't know how she got open there. There were a couple of blue jerseys around her, but just managed to turn the right way and had an unimpeded shot. So we'll give you a little halftime update now. After 2 quarters, looks like both teams headed to the locker room in Grand Falls. The senior boys trail the John Caldwell Golden Knights by a score of 36-53. And once that game starts up again, we'll try to get you updates as it goes on.
Shot attempt up by Dobson. Rebounded by McElwain. McElwain's pass will be disrupted by McAloon as she brings it up through the center.
It's the second steal for McAloon early in this quarter. Lakers do have some stretch passes as part of their offense, and looks like some halftime adjustments. Coach Perez's squad has been able to figure that out. Those are some good coaching adjustments and some smart plays by McAloon to get in those passing lanes and disrupt. Looks like it's Georgia Bernard, the guilty party, her first. No Laker with more than 1 foul, so...
Kind of an exact opposite of what we saw earlier on the line. It will be the other number 5, and Claire McGuigan sent to the line rather than guilty of the foul like we saw last. Her first shot is not going to be good. Second one also going to be a miss. Rebounded by Bernard. Going to pass up to McFadgen. McFadgen, quick pass to the Merchant, and she'll drive in for 2.
Nice work by DeMerchant as she nears the 20-point mark. She's got 18 so far, two 3-point shots as well. Strong offensive game from one of the Lakers' leaders.
And that ball barely stays in bounds. McAloon, only a few seconds left. They got to move quickly here.
They need to shoot here.
Elzayat will be shooting and will hit rim, keeping that play going. And Sturgeon will go in for 2. No good, though. And it'll be Bernard who gets her hands on the ball. Nice
Picked off again by McAloon. And Lakers do have some pretty strong passing. They're usually pretty direct. They don't have those kind of long lob passes that allow defenders to get in position like we've seen from some other teams so far in this tournament. But still, the Eagles are doing a good job of reading those passing lanes, getting into them, and especially McAloon here in this third quarter.
McGugan going to pass Dobson. Dobson will go out of bounds there.
I think Maddie Fraser-Cole's getting called there. Little too aggressive call for the block, as that's her second foul. Second for the Lakers this quarter, so we'll get some substitutions here. It's a trio of grade 9s, Holly Henry, Molly Grieve, and Cadence McMillan all checking in, as Fraser-Cole, Bernard, and McElwain will take a breather. McFadgen and DeMerchant still out there. Nice work by McMillan, getting hands in there to disrupt that pass. 14 seconds on the shot clock for the Eagles.
McFarland thrown in here. We'll find the hands of Dobson. Dobson driving around the 3-point line. Going to pass to Elzayat. Pass attempt into Nikki Kenye, but we'll go out of bounds.
Yeah, tough break. A bit of breakdown in communication there between Kenye and Elzayat. Offensive chance lost.
Holly Henry now with the ball, making her way in. Eagles falling beneath her.
That was a good pass there from Holly Henry, driving through a couple defenders and then getting it to McMillan, who was coming from the opposite direction with a lot less traffic. Couldn't finish it, but still some good developing play from a couple of grade 9 players. They'll have lots of time to hone those passing skills as the years go on.
Kenye with possession off the pass of Elzayat. Looking to break through the Lakers, but DeMerchant will get the ball, lose it, and then get it again. Kind of a give and go there. And McFadgen going to try to pass in, but he'll be over Cadence's head.
Sea of blue jerseys there as the Eagles take over.
Going to pass out to McFarland. Nikki Kenye driving all the way around. And a little bit of falling there for both our teams.
Yeah, McMillan and Haley Hansen both go into the ground, but both get up. No one seems worse for wear, which is good. Sometimes on those hard gym floors, you don't always like the way you get up, but both girls seem okay.
Shooting up there. McFadgen. Kenye on the rebound. They pass Dobson. Bringing it all the way around. Gonna find Nongton. Only 6 seconds left here. Dobson gonna look to get in there, but will lose possession, but Kenye will quickly get in. Shot attempt up, that will hit the rim.
Good work by Dobson on the second attempt, but still nothing going. Lakers doing a really good job of defending. They're making the ball carrier hang on for a couple more seconds each time than they should as they try to find an open player, but the Lakers defense really stifling the options. That's what's leading to these seconds getting knocked off the shot clock, and ultimately the Lakers coming away with possession without surrendering any points. Good work as Cadence McMillan draws the foul. It'll be Haley Hansen's first, number 22. So we will again get a full lineup change. Coaches Kate McLean, Krista Barrio, and head coach Tracy Messer really kind of making sure they're rolling through their lineup now.
McElwain thrown in here. We'll find Fraser Cole. She'll try to shoot three. And will be rebounded by McFarlane. Almost out of bounds, but it may stop there. All the way over to McNaughton. Back over to McFarlane. She'll find Dobson. Dobson to Hansen, but a nice disrupt there.
Lovely play by Nestruck there, coming up over top to disrupt that pass. Only ball. And that will knock it out of bounds with 8 seconds on the shot clock.
Nice pass in there to Alyssa Hansen. Dobson needs to shoot here and hit the rim. Now hit the backboard, no good.
And that won't go, so Lakers get the free possession here. Again, just really good defense you saw on that put-in. Nowhere really to go. It forced McAloon into that really long three-point shot attempt that isn't always guaranteed to touch the rim.
McAloon in the paint, gonna find Bernard. Back to Addie. Nestruck now with the ball. Gonna find Fraser Cole. She's gonna lose possession in the paint. But it will go out of bounds off an FCA.
Yeah, nice valiant effort there from Alyssa Hansen in grade 9, laying out to try to keep that in bounds, but just couldn't get there in time.
Pass in there to Bernard. Bernard from pretty much behind her will put up two.
Great angle on that shot. Bernard's at 15 points so far this game. She's having a good one on defense as well as on offense there. Seeing her shoot high to get by the hands of Nikki Kegney.
That ball was barely alive most of that possession there. Kind of battling the out of bounds line. And McElwain with possession here. We'll pass back to the fellow senior on the court. And on the team in general. And she'll try to shoot for three. That being Nestruck, but will come out a little short. We'll be off an eagle though. So it will be Maddie Fisher-Cole throwing in here for the Lakers. We'll find McElwain. And McElwain will throw over, find Fraser Cole. Fraser Cole's open for three. And that one's close, but no dice.
Yeah, Lakers' three-point shooting is kind of slowed down. They had 3 3-pointers in the first quarter, but only 1 in the second quarter. None successfully so far.
McFarlane passing around. McNaughton needs to move quickly here. Again, that shot clock being...
And McElwain must have been a little too aggressive, potentially. Not sure if we're going to see a foul go up on the board for her.
Only 5 seconds here. But it doesn't even matter as Nestruck will get the steal there. Quick pass to McElwain. And Bernard will shoot and get her own rebound. But that one may be an over and back.
And, yep, there it is.
I see a few players attempt to do what they do with out of bounds and jump into the other side of the court and throw it back in, but I don't think that's valid on the middle line.
Yeah, that's a good question. I've never seen it work, so couldn't tell you one way or another. No confirmation. Gotta love the heart in the players trying to do it, though. Let's go for that little highlight reel jump and turn and pass. As Coach Perez is back on the sideline.
Dobson on the right wing here. Gonna go pass and receive. She's in the paint here. Not a lot of time left. Once again, they need to shoot. And the shot clock just eating away at this Eagles team.
Yeah, great defense here by the Lakers. And as we mentioned, they're rolling kind of mixed 5-girl lineups. It's not the starting 5 out there anymore. We've got Molly Grieve, Holly Henry, and Cadence McMillan, 3 grade 9 players out there. And they're still managing to defend relatively starting lineup here for the Eagles. Hard to tell with the Eagles because they do really kind of roll through their subs a lot. So I'm not sure if I could identify the 5 starting players without a doubt. But definitely players on the court who get a decent amount of time.
Will be the Lakers with possession. We'll find Holly Henry. McFadgen here to Grieve. Back to McFadgen. McFadgen for a 3-point attempt. That'll hit the back of the rim. Bouncing around. Holly Henry will get her hands on it. creating that jump ball. It will be the Lakers' jump ball here.
A couple of grade 9 students getting into a dust-up between Dobson and Holly Henry. Don't let the ages fool you, though. Both important contributors for their teams.
Pass into McFadden. Back to Holly Henry. She's going to try to shoot for 3. That's off the rim, too. Grabbed by Hansen. Pass to Alyssa Hansen. Up to Dobson. Dobson going all the way around. Going to pass to Sturgeon. Check that. Number 9, Ella Drost. McFarland. Back to Drost. Back to Dobson. Dobson in the paint. Going to try to shoot for 2. Rebounded there by Hansen.
Again, great defense from the Lakers. Those shots not touching the rim, so not doing much to reset that shot clock as Jana McGuigan's going to check into the game.
Holly Henry passing into McFadden. Back to Holly Henry. To DeMerchant. Merchant getting her way in there. Beautiful ball handling.
Nice work, and that puts DeMerchant at the 20-point mark here with a little over 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Still plenty of time to pad those stats.
Dobson passing back. Haley Hansen. Gonna pass around, but it will go out of bounds.
Jana McGuigan just can't hold on there, so Lakers will take over the ball. It'll be a fresh set of 5 girls wearing the gold and green. Maddie Fraser-Cole passes to Delaney McElwain. She's got Aaliyah Nesteruk, Georgia Bernard, and Addison McIntosh-Dyke out there.
Fraser-Cole driving in. Dobson. Rebounded by McElwain. All the way over to Fraser-Cole. Beautiful C. Will result in 2 points.
Nice work by Fraser-Cole, and she's closing in on the 20-point mark as well. Has 19, thanks to a few 3-point shots and a couple foul shots as well. Just scoring in every way possible is the grade 11 player wearing number 4. And a couple of fouls as well. That'll be her third, but yeah, the way she plays aggressively, she's bound to get a couple here and there.
McFarland thrown in here. Little step in. Going to the Lakers. Oh, Fraser-Cole will find Bernard. Bernard with a 2-point attempt, but it will roll around and decide not to go in. Dross looking for the ball there, but no good. McElwain now in possession, surrounded by Eagles. She will draw a foul.
Good tenacity there from Delaney McElwain. Veteran player, draws it from Haley Hansen, one of the 3 grade 11s on the squad for FCA. As we mentioned earlier, FCA not a single grade 12 player on the squad. They're fairly young. Only 3 grade 11s, the aforementioned Hansen, number 9 Ella Drost, and number 2 Lauren Sturgeon.
And McElwain has shot 3 for 3 if I'm right. And that will be 3 for 4. Pretty good percentage there.
Bernard almost plucking that away. Good hands on Jana McGuigan to keep control of that.
Shot attempts up. No good though. Nestrick on the rebound. Fraser-Cole passing all the way around. Find McElwain. McElwain to Addie. Into Bernard. She'll try to shoot. Be no good. Rebound will go to Fraser-Cole after battling him a little bit in the middle. Nestrick bringing all the way around. She'll tumble with it. Guilty of a travel.
And yeah, 30 seconds left. It'll be the Eagles with possession here. They had a good start to the third quarter, but it's been all Lakers since then.
Dobson passing in, gonna find Jana McGuigan.
Nice work by Fraser-Cole. It's hard to tell relative heights from our angle up here in the skybox, but I'd be fairly confident that Jana McGuigan has at least a couple inches of wingspan over Maddie Fraser-Cole, but Fraser-Cole just really knew where to place her hand there to knock that ball away.
That shot clock almost being a factor, but quickly.
Oh, McElwain must have thought there was a lot less time than there was, blaming the FCA parents for counting down. So that's too bad. She would have had time to make it up there for a layup. 3 seconds left.
Good play by the parents, I guess.
Yeah. Very smart. As we see the ball rolling, just so that they don't eat up too much clock. And buzzer beater attempt from McFarland goes nowhere. So after 3 quarters of play, Lakers firmly in command. It is 77-20 in favor of the home squad, and they are 10 minutes away from punching their ticket to sectionals and the seeding game at 6 p.m. All right, just want to shout out some of the folks working behind the scenes, making the stream possible. Big thanks to our officials. Didn't grab their names for this game. We'll try to get them for you in time for Game 4, which will start at noon between the Southern Victoria Vikings and the Campobello Vikings. Big thanks as well to Violet McDonald, Emmy McMullen, and Ella Drost working down there at the Don Fletcher Minor officiating booth. Violet is working the in-gym scoreboard. Emmy McMullen looks to be on the 24-second shot clock. She's gotten a lot of action when the Lakers are on defense. And then Ella Drost is checking things off on the score sheet. Big thanks as well to coaches Moses Perez at Chelsea Don Holmes and John McAloon for the Fredericton Christian Academy Eagles, as well as coaches Krista Barrio, Kate McLean, and head coach Tracy Messer for the Lakers. Up here in the skybox, we've got Tony Kramer pointing you in the right direction with his skills on camera. Ashton Little is keeping us up to date with the on-stream scoreboard, and Austin Jameson sitting in the driver's seat at the console. He's been changing up all those scene transitions, getting those net cams involved, and of course Kevin Sheffers-Roy keeping you up to date with the play-by-play. And just before we go back, we'll give you a score update from Grand Falls. Lakers still down. They trail by 22 now. By 20 as they just scored. 62-42, about halfway through the third quarter.
And we are having some problems with one of our net cameras. It's not off, but just over the night it has fallen into a not wanted position, and it's not really. But our other one, and that one should be good for the rest of the games today, and we apologize for that, folks. Dobson with possession here.
Oh, foul here called, and that'll be some shots, so it's definitely against the Lakers. We'll see. It is Holly Henry, the guilty party, and as we mentioned, we did not get the ref's name, but they are very clear and very easy to hear when making those foul calls, which we really appreciate. Sometimes it's hard to hear and tell which number is actually getting the foul, but this game it's been fairly easy.
I always hear the senior girls talk about who's going to be reffing the game, especially when it's Southern Victor they're playing up against. They're like, we need some refs that are intense, and I think they'll be very happy to have these two.
Yeah,
if they are the ones reffing.
They may not. I know typically refs will do pairs of games and then take a break, so I expect these guys will be there for Game 4, but they might not be there for Games 5 and 6 later this evening, so we'll see how it goes.
I don't think I've seen a single bad ref in this court.
Nope, and that is something we should mention, that we are experiencing a bit of an official shortage, kind of all over the country really, but especially in the Maritime provinces and in New Brunswick for sure, so we really appreciate the work that all our officials do. Got a few of them on the court, as Delaney McElwain also officiates middle school games in her spare time. Love to see some of those players give back. We've seen a few of them. I know Ethan Davidson and Ben Bradford, who are both former senior boys players, referee as well. So big kudos to them and everyone who gives up their time to make sure these games can happen. We really appreciate those officials. Nicely done by Cadence McMillan there, who just scored 2 as we were thanking the refs. She gets on the board as the 7th Laker player to record points.
It's a good look for the Lakers. Dross here looking to put up 2, and she will. Pretty loud buzzer there.
Yeah. Yep. Not sure if it's Violet McDonald working it. She does love that buzzer button over at the Don Fletcher Minor officiating table.
Dobson driving right past the Lakers.
Ooh.
Shoving Cadence McMullen to the ground.
McMillan
Everyone
goes
looks
down,
good.
but yeah, gets back up again, which you love to see.
DeMerchant with possession now. Going to find Holly Henry. She's going to shoot from inside the paint. That one's going to be a nail biter, but it won't go in.
And jump ball there is Jana McGuigan and Holly Henry fighting for that. That was a nice move by Holly Henry to take that pass with speed. If she had been standing still, she might have gotten caught there by a defender, but because she took it with speed, she had momentum to drive into the paint. Got herself a decent look. And shot will hit the rigging there, so Cadence McMillan has the dead ball. Eagles take over.
It's been a very interesting last half here. I find that I want to say that the Lakers are trying to run their bench as much as they can to prepare for the upcoming game that they're probably very worried about. Southern Vic is a fierce competitor for the Lakers.
Yep, they are a very good team, and they are the favorite. We shouldn't get ahead of ourselves, though, as they will play at noon to make sure they make it to that 6 p.m. game. They will take on another Viking squad in Campobello, the number 2 seed from the south.
The Vikings versus Vikings.
Yep, that'll be an interesting one to call for sure.
Yeah, I think we'll just go by the names of the teams at that point.
That's probably the best bet, yep.
Dobson,
and again, Lakers just controlling the shot clock. Riley DeMerchant now. And that's one of the symptoms of the really strong defense. You can force players into really bad passes like that.
Dobson trying to move quickly here, making sure the shot clock is not going to be an issue. But they're going to have to slow down here. Passing around, McMullen will disrupt that one. Beautiful steal there. Another grade 9er, Grieve, bringing the ball up on the right wing. Looking to pass. We'll find M. McFadgen set up right behind her. Right back to Grieve, and she'll try to put up 3. That'll hit the rim. Almost going in. Beautiful shot, but just not quite.
Yeah, tough break as McMillan got hands on the rebound, but unfortunately couldn't control it, so we'll get a full lineup swap here. As Fraser Cole, McIntosh, Dyke, Nesteruk. Oh, no, check that. We got a timeout called. It was the Eagles calling it. Thanks to the referees for making that clear. So I wish we could update you with the other regionals going on right now in the Northeast. That is being hosted by the Central New Brunswick Academy up in Doketown. Let's see if those scores... No, those scores still have not been uploaded to NBIAA, so not sure who's playing in the Northeast. For the boys, as we mentioned, the Lakers taking on John Caldwell. Samuel de Champlain and Fredericton Christian Academy are the other 2 semifinalists.
Those are 2 very strong teams that the Lakers may have to take on, and then
they are. Yeah, it is playoff basketball, right? You kind of separate the wheat from the chaff, and it's a lot of strong teams remaining. In the Northeast for the boys, Moncton Christian Academy beat Stanley last night, and Belle Isle had a bit of an upset over Blackville as the number 3 seed from the East, beating the number 2 seed from the North. So today it's Petitcodiac facing off against Belle Isle, and North and South S Regional facing off against the Moncton Christian Academy. Those are the 4 teams left in the Northeast for the boys.
Now, that boys tournament seems pretty high octane over there. That John Colwell match is super important for both teams.
Yeah. Nice spin move by McFarland to evade the defender. She gets it back in the corner.
Slowing it down here. Again, that shot clock just ticking away whenever they try to take a break, and the Lakers just get even better defense. They haven't even made it into the 3-point area. With some quick movement. Will position themselves under the net, but there's a shot clock going again.
Yeah. And that's one thing I really appreciate about the Lakers squad. Every player on that squad feels comfortable shooting from somewhere on the court. So when they see that shot clock kicking down, all 5 girls on the court are okay to take a shot when you need it. We don't see that from all teams. Sometimes you get a player with 2 seconds left who just isn't confident in their shot. They feel like they have to pass out, and that leads to the time ticking out.
A couple shot attempts going up here, and Bernard will get the rebound. But finally, Kenya will grab it for the FCA Eagles. Bring up on the left side, going to pass to McNaughton. Bernard gonna get her hands on it. Gonna find McElwain. McElwain driving in there. Shot attempt up. Bernard passing out to the 3-point line. Gonna find Addie. She'll lose control of the ball and be grabbed by McFarlane.
And whistle here, not sure. Something about blue. Not sure what exactly it was. But it's blue ball. And we'll take this moment of confusion to keep you updated. Looks like Lakers have pulled to within 15 in the last 2 minutes of the third quarter in John Caldwell. They trail 53-68. So we got back to this game here.
Young now with the ball here. Going to pass back to McNaughton. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. But it will go out of bounds. Almost to the door.
Yeah. See a couple players. Looks like they're going out to the dressing rooms. I imagine those are players for either Southern Victoria or Campobello getting ready for their 12 p.m. game. Similar to this one, and we'll remind you about the stakes here. The winner is going to punch their ticket to sectionals, and they will play a game at 6 p.m. for seeding for the right to host the Southwest sectionals or travel as the number 2 seed to the Northeast.
And home court advantage is no joke. It
No.
definitely can change how a game goes.
For sure. As Fraser Cole puts up another 2 points, that puts her at 21 for today. And the losing team here is not out of it yet. The losing team still has a chance to be the 3 seed in Southwest sectionals. They will play at 4 p.m. against the loser of the noon game. So, still plenty at stake here in this tournament.
I don't remember exactly how sectionals work. Is it a round robin type of deal, or does...
No, it's single elimination. So, let's take the Southwest as an example. The 3 seed from the Southwest will play the 2 seed from the Northeast in one game, and the loser of that will be eliminated. The winner will play the number 1 seed and the host team, and the winner there will go on to Harbor Station. The same will go on in the Northeast, so by the end of this weekend, we'll be down to 6 teams playing in 2 3-team tournaments.
So one team plays 2 and one team plays 1 game?
Exactly. Yep. The winner will get a bye, and the top seed, the host, gets the bye. And then the 2 and 3 seed will face each other for the right to take on the host for the chance to go to Harbor Station. So lots on the line, like that first place finish not only gives you home court advantage, it does give you the bye as well. Right, if you lose that seeding game, you're looking at 2 games to get to Harbor Station as opposed to just 1.
That will reset the shot clock, a rare thing we've seen from FCA, but a dead ball.
Yeah, tough break. Goes a little too high and hits the rigging there. Thankfully, not any of our net cam cords.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that.
Yeah. Big thanks to some of the parents. I know Pat Bernard was helping to tape those up before the game started. I did not catch the other parent's name, but big help to both of them as they came in during warm-ups, and Era Henry also let us know that the cords were hanging down. So it was an all-hands-on-deck situation this morning.
Pretty
to help
intense
get
morning.
things
I'm
ready.
getting texts from all the senior girls like, "Hey, your cords are falling."
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
your phone must have been blowing up, I imagine.
But very appreciated just making sure that we are aware of that. It's didn't have the best of luck with the entire net cam situation, and as you can tell, we were only able to get them out for the last tournament.
Yeah, but we're glad to bring them to you here, and glad they can work out.
And come volleyball season, I think you'll be seeing a little bit more of a permanent setup with cameras, more than one camera angle type ordeal.
Oh, nice steal by McMillan there. She gets a gift.
DeMerchant here. Going to break in. Be able to get her own rebound, but it's all futile. As Dobson will break away with it.
Oh, really good work by Henry, standing up the pass from Dobson. Stuck with her even with that change of direction.
And she's a quick player too, so that's very impressive.
Very quick. So that was good footwork, getting in the right position by Holly Henry. Good defense and discipline as well, making sure her hands were in the right place. You see her on McAloon again. Lakers, I think, playing kind of like a mark-to-mark defense. Although I'm no expert, it's hard to read sometimes the defenses, but I think that's one of the reasons that the Eagles are having such a hard time finding open players. Every player is being guarded.
Great job extending the shot clock there, but sometimes if you can't rebound, it doesn't matter. As the Lakers will get away with it. And Holly Henry puts 2 more points up.
Yep. Lakers firmly in command in the last 3 minutes of this game.
Full roster swap ready for the Lakers here. Nice rebound by the Merchant. And they will play some offense here.
And tough break for Henry. That goes out past her outstretched arms, as we'll get that lineup swap you were mentioning. A few more veterans on this one. We've got McElwain and Nesteruk, the 2 grade 12 players, as well as a couple of grade 11s, Maddie Fraser-Cole and Georgia Bernard. Addison McIntosh-Dyke, wearing number 12, rounds things out as a grade 9 rookie.
McFarlane gonna try to pass, but there's Fraser-Cole and her stealing capabilities coming in to result in 2 points.
Yep, she's up to 23 points on the day so far. Her 3-point shooting has slowed down, but her points getting has not.
Shot attempt up there, and it's good. McNaughton.
Long 2 points from McNaughton there.
Pass into Bernard in the paint, and that is a deadly combo.
Yep, Bernard at 17 for the morning.
A little bit of a pass back and forth there for FCA. And almost disrupted by McElwain, but it will result in Jana.
Good heads-up play from Jana McGuigan, who almost had that pass stolen away, as you mentioned, from McElwain, but managed to hang on, so she gets on the board for her squad.
Bernard sweeping over. And
timeout called by FCA as Violet McDonald helping out the referees. Yep.
Minute 40 left in this game. I'd say pretty confidently Lakers are going to win this one.
Yep. They should be playing the winner of the game at noon. They'll play at 6 p.m. for seeding. As we mentioned, that right to host sectionals. It is just a seeding game. It's not like the loser will be eliminated, but really a lot on the line when you factor in that extra bye, you factor in the home court advantage, sleep in your own bed, and I mean the Northeast, you could be traveling all the way up to, let's see who the options are for the Northeast girls. As we mentioned, we don't have the scores from last night, so it could be any of these 6 teams. Dalhousie Regional, Minto Memorial, Petitcodiac Regional, North and South Esk, Central New Brunswick Academy, or Caledonia. So you could be traveling as close as Doketown, which might be, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half for the girls, or Minto, maybe an hour, wouldn't be too bad, but Petitcodiac and Caledonia, you're looking at some pretty significant kilometers you're putting on to play up to 2 games.
And us over here in the Skybox definitely want our Lakers to host, as that means we have more games to stream.
Yeah, we wouldn't be mad about that.
But if you are wanting to catch those games, I'm pretty sure Southern Victoria, if they do end up winning the tournament, also likes to stream their games, so you won't be left without anything to watch.
Yep. Hopefully we'll see more streaming just province-wide as the games goes on. And talking about streaming, we should shout out a big thanks to Lori and Darren McElwain. Not sure which one is streaming the boys' game up in Grand Falls, but one of them is, and we appreciate that as we've been able to keep you updated. With 7.5 minutes left in the 4th quarter, the Lakers now trail by 19 against the John Caldwell Golden Knights.
Now that's
yeah, it's not great.
Not great.
No, foul called here as we come back to the David McMullen Gymnasium here in Harvey.
1 minute left in this game.
Yep, sounds like Delaney McElwain, gold 11, I believe. Yeah, it is indeed her 2nd foul.
Lakers are usually strong in keeping their fouls pretty low. I won't speak too soon. If we do see them go up against Southern Victoria, I think that was their highest fouling game in the David McMullen Gymnasium this season against that team. When the team is very fierce like Southern Victoria, you tend to see more fouls coming out. But it could also be, I think it would be Campobello playing them.
Yep. We're going to play the winner of Southern Victoria and Campobello. Fraser-Cole looking for Nesteruk there, but it's poked away by Haley Hansen. Good defensive play by the grade 11 player. She heads to the bench now, replaced by who I imagine must be her sister, Alyssa Hansen, in grade 9.
Nice shot by Fraser Cole there, but it will be no good. Now I wonder if we'll see any more points up in the last 45 seconds here. The Lakers will have a chance here to get possession, have a full-on 24 seconds to put some points up if they move quick here. And that they will, but out of bounds line or something happened there.
Yeah, I think so. It was a good steal by Maddie Fraser Cole, but I think that was out of bounds, as it looks like the Eagles are setting up to put the ball in. Yeah, it'll be Ella Drost running to grab that ball. Interesting, we haven't seen much of Sturgeon or El Zayat this quarter. I wonder if the Eagles are kind of resigned to playing in that 4 p.m. game, so making sure their starters stay fresh. They did play a pretty intense game last night as well. 3 games in 24 hours can really take a lot out of you.
Nestruck going to pass Bernard.
I think we're just going to dribble out here as... Yeah, not sure how Georgia Bernard felt about that, but gives the ball to Nestruck, and that'll do it for Game 3, and the Lakers have officially punched their ticket to sectionals. They will play at 6 p.m. against the winner of Southern Victoria and Campobello for the right to host here in the David McMullen Gymnasium. Fredericton Christian Academy is not out of it yet, but they have a do-or-die game coming up at 4 p.m. They will play the loser of the next game, so make sure you tune in. Whether you're a fan of either team, it will be crucial. That game coming up at 12 p.m., Southern Victoria, the number 1 seed in the West, and Campobello, the number 2 seed in the South.
All right, folks. We'll see you then.
Yep, big thanks. Before we go, we'll shout out our sponsors, Scott Pierce at Remax, East Coast Elite Realty, and the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs. As Kevin was mentioning, they do help us get all that equipment up to date, and the net cameras and all those kind of new elements we're able to add to the broadcast. Big thanks as well to folks behind the scenes, our referees for today, our minor officials, Violet McDonald, Emmy McMullen, and Ella Durrett. And as well as up here in the skybox, we've had Ashton Little, Tony Kramer, and Austin Jameson working to make sure you see everything you need to see. So, yeah, big thanks to them. Big thanks to you as well, Kevin. And right now, one last score update, 6:26 left to play. Lakers are down by 21. They trail 84-63 against John Caldwell. So I expect they will be playing again at 4 p.m.
And before we end the stream, we'll bring up a quick bracket of what the rest of the tournament looks like, and we'll let that roll for a minute or two before we end the stream.